2022 NCAA Rule Study Guide Part 2. With the interference, it has to be intentional by a runner if the double play is possible in order for the runner and the batter runner to both be out. It can be intentional or unintentional by the batter runner if a double play is also likely in order to get two outs, the batter runner and the runner closest to home. That might be most prevalent in a comebacker to the pitcher or a bad bunt right in front of the plate, check swing right in front of the plate, something like that. If there is unintentional touching of the ball, like a ricochet off of the on deck batter, that is not interference and the ball stays live. Verbal interference exists. If a runner yells something, "I got it," or something similar to a fielder on a pop-up, that's going to be an out on the field on the runner. A runner that's hit with a ball while standing on a base is still out if it has not passed all fielders that could have fielded it. The only exception to that is an infield fly where the runner is protected on the base. Now, if a runner interferes with the fielder's attempt to make a play, separate from getting hit with a ball, just is in the way of a fielder who's trying to make a play, but the runner is on a base, that has to be intentional in order for it to be penalized. Otherwise, it's nothing. If it is intentional, then you get two outs, both the runner and the batter runner. A retired runner that interferes on a play being made on a different runner is going to cause that other runner to be called out, whether it was intentional or unintentional. Obstruction type 1, there is a minimum one base for that obstructed runner, and then all other runners are placed based on umpire judgment of where they would have gotten to without that obstruction. If there happens to be an overthrow simultaneous with the obstruction, and that overthrow goes into dead ball territory, then we will count that overthrow and give the two bases, since that's a penalty that will benefit the offense more. Obstruction type 2, this includes visual and obstruction. Obstruction type 2, on a ground ball and a fielder obstructs a runner before he's making a play on the ball, remember to keep it live. Any obstruction type 2 can result in no bases being awarded. There is no minimum. On a visual obstruction, which has happened once in a while, usually on like pickoffs at second with a shortstop, perhaps cutting in front of the runner on his way to third, right when the pitcher spins and picks. Any visual obstruction like that is going to be a warning, along with the type 2 possible penalty, but it's also going to be a warning, and if it happens again by any player, they're going to be ejected. Pitcher going to his mouth will never ever be a balk. If he goes to his mouth while on the plate, that's only going to be a ball added to the count, whether there's runners on base or not. If he's on the dirt and goes to his mouth, that's allowed, but if he doesn't wipe, that will also receive the same ball penalty. Substitution can be made by either the head coach or assistant coach. A new relief pitcher that comes in will be required to pitch only once he engages the pitching plate. A continuing pitcher will have to face the first batter as soon as he crosses the foul line. The umpire is in charge of whether the second game is playable based on weather. Compression type sleeves must be covered by an undershirt